welcome to Consciously Healthy. I'm Claire.
I'm Laura, and today's show is about the immune system.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. So what's your immune system like?
My immune system's really good. It's something that actually works in me.
Oh, that's nice.
Celebrate my immune system.
It's a bit of an Achilles heel for me. I have an autoimmune condition, and I work with it. I think we'll come on to more about autoimmune in a moment. But yeah, immune system used to be a real bugbear of mine because I had regular tonsillitis pretty much monthly for most of my teens, and then ended up having my tonsils removed, and then that's when my autoimmune condition kicked in. So I've had quite a journey with my immune system, and I'm fascinated by it. I'm fascinated even in this day and age at how little we still understand about the immune system, and I find it fascinating. So
yeah, we do know so little. In fact, there is a branch of medicine that focuses on psychoneuroimmunology, which is how our thoughts affect our nervous system, which affects our immune system. So literally, thoughts create things. So thoughts can create our immune issues, and so thoughts can also uncreate immune issues. It's absolutely fascinating, and so science is now starting to catch up with the work that we do with alternative health and positive thinking and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, immune systems are really, really interesting, and I think my first top tip around immune systems is a lot of immune systems can be really suppressed because of food intolerance, and particularly what we call the four main offenders, so wheat, milk, sugar and salt. I mean, I have literally seen children with horrific immune systems who are just having sugar every single day. I mean, and I'm talking horrific immune system, missing sort of 20 weeks of school a year, just awful problems. And so making sure that if you are having regular colds, flu, I mean, it's so common that I hear, oh yeah, well, my child got a cold and then they gave it to me. Well, of course they're going to get a cold because everyone at school's got a cold. Just want to say that this is absolute rubbish. We come across millions of germs every single day. We come across the cold virus, the flu, we come across it every single day, and we don't always get it. And in fact, Louis Pasteur, who was the great inventor of discoverer of what's the word?
Penicillin.
That's the one, thank you. Actually discounted his research on his deathbed because he said what we didn't tell people was that the germs were inherent in the body. It wasn't that they were coming outside. It's like, well, we've got this war on germs. It's not true. They're actually within us. And one of my favourite quotes was from this brilliant programme in the 90s called Dharma and Greg, where Dharma had really hippie parents, and she got this really bad cold, and her mum said the bugs can only fly in when there's a hole in the soul. And it's so good. Like, you've left your window open somehow, so what's going on? So food intolerance is one thing. Emotions, stress, and just not being particularly happy. Depressions are great. People being low is a real cause of low immunity. And chemical toxicity has a massive effect on our immune system.
Well, there are two sides to the immune system. There is our innate immune system, which it's immediate, it has no memory, but it is what we are born with, and it's our instant responses to any kind of infections or pathogens. And then we have our adapted immune system, which is something that grows with us, and it's ever so clever. The adapted immune system, it has a memory, so when we come into contact with bugs, viruses, pathogens, infections, the body goes, I recognize this, I've had this before, or this is a new one. I'm going to make memories so that I can deal with this in the future. And this is it's the adapted immune system, which is how vaccines work, because it creates a memory within the body. And when we look at disorders of the immune system, we can either look at immune deficiency. So this tends to be people who are malnourished, like Claire was saying. So they're maybe eating the wrong foods, eating too much sugar. Sugar is a really, really big one for the immune system. Or maybe there's a high alcohol intake, there's a high drug intake that is suppressing the immune system, which means that the immune system isn't working so well. So this, again, is a reason why a lot of the elderly have the flu jabs, because their immune systems aren't working as well. And then on the flip side of that, and the opposite side is autoimmune, which is where the immune system is working on overdrive. And so, for example, the condition that I have, which is psoriasis, is where the body is constantly trying to repair the skin, constantly. There's just layer upon layer upon layer of skin that it creates, and it's like the body can't determine what is a pathogen and what is the body, and so it starts attacking the body, and that's an autoimmune. So there's different sort of conditions for the immune system, and there's different sides of the immune system. So how would we work with the immune system?
Oh, well, we're always looking to support the immune system. So we would exclude the offenders, so remove the possible immune triggers, so stimulants, coffee, alcohol, wheat, milk, sugar, etc. Reduce the chemical the toxic load in your life from chemicals. And then we would support the immune system supplementally. And so we would look at working with things like vitamin C. We would look at working with even some colostrum-based supplements that are really supportive. And there are some amazing kind of mushroom-based immune boosters.
Yeah, that's a really interesting one. So for children, our immune systems, develop very early from things like breast milk. So we get, if you look at how the immune system works, a lot of it is through the digestion. If we have a healthy digestion, then we have a healthy immune system. So for children who weren't breastfed, they can sometimes suffer with immune symptoms, immune conditions. And so that's why colostrum, which is the first milk, this bovine cow first milk, organic, can be used to supplement immune systems and help support it. And we look at the immune system very differently. So in the case of autoimmune, if you were to visit your doctor, they would look at the immune system's working too much and needs suppressing. And we see it in a different way. We see the immune system is in panic and needs supporting. So it's like the body is trying to tell us something. So it's having too much of something, maybe sugar. It's not got enough of something, so maybe vitamin C. And so we look at ways of being able to support the immune system. As my immune system starts to crash as I am talking through this.
I was having a really good time listening to you then. Immune's a massive issue, and one of the ways that we really recommend that people work with it is, it's also that's connected to our lymphatic system, because that's where our white blood cells are. And so it's really important to make sure that your lymph is moving, it's clear, it's kind of, working through the body properly. And ways to do this are to make sure you're drinking a lot of 2 litres of, fresh water a day, not sparkling water, but 2 litres of fresh water.
And if it's cold, warm water can be really great.
Warm water, lovely. Yeah, warm water really sort of stimulates our immune system. And also movement. We need to move. We need to pump the cerebral spinal fluid around our body. We need to, because the lymph doesn't have a pump like the heart, like the blood does. So we have to make the lymph move manually. So definitely moving your body is really important. And one of the ways that we recommend to do this the most effectively is with a rebounder, which are those mini trampolines with 5 legs. 5 legs bit's really important. And they were actually trialled by NASA to increase the bone density of astronauts when they came back from outer space. And what they discovered was the amount of G-force that exhibits on the body can really push the lymph around effectively, but they don't act like a trampoline, which doesn't do that. It's a whole technical thing. So rebounders, and the way that we would recommend to use a rebounder is to throw on one of your favourite songs that you want to have a good jump around to and jump on your rebounder. And literally 3 minutes a day can make a massive difference. And even if you've got structural issues, don't bounce, just stand on it and just slowly move up and down. It has the same effect.
Great. Is that your top tip?
It's my top tip. Try a rebounder.
And cut out the sugar, artificial sugar.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, great. That's our top tips on lymph and immune.
Lovely.
Subscribe so that you can hear us talking about all sorts of wonderful things, and we will see you next time.